Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called The Palaces of Carrara. The Palaces of Carrara is a game published by Game Brewer, designed by who are quickly becoming some of my favorite designers, and they've been out forever. Wolfgang, Kramer, and Michael Kiesling. Kramer and Kiesling. Plays 2 to 4 players in 90 minutes. And this is actually a reprint, so a second edition, of the game, Palaces of Carrara, which I think came out in 2007 or 2012, either way, before today. And so I'm not sure what the differences are here. I don't know how different this is. I don't know what it adds. I don't know if it cleans up anything. So I'm just going to take a look at what is in this game, how this one plays, show you how this one works, and then once I show you how it works on the table, we'll come back up to the top and we'll talk about it. So let's go on the table. Check it out.
Come on, play the game.
All right, so here's a game of Palaces of Carrara, all set up for 2 players. Now, in a 2-player game, you're going to be removing some tiles. So you're going to remove all the number 3s of these tiles here. And what other changes there? Oh, I think that's it. So you're just going to remove some tiles, I believe. Yes, just remove some tiles. Then you're going to set up the board. So had the board out here. We're going to do the rondels. If you're doing the advanced side, which you always should, you're going to use this rondel and this rondel. The non-advanced side has some blanks on it. On both of them. I remember how I had that. Doesn't really matter because we haven't started yet. And then you're going to take one of each of the 6 blocks and you're going to put them on this section of the wheel. You're going to give the first player 2 purple blocks. Second player a purple and a blue. Each player will get 20 coins. And we're also going to be using the advanced side of the board, which I didn't give to either of these players, so good job. The advanced side will have more stuff going on at the bottom. So let's fix that. Again, you should always play with the advanced side. There's no reason not to. I wondered why I had so much room left over. That makes sense. All right. And then you'd also have a player screen to keep your money in your blocks behind, but I don't care about that for this purpose, but money and blocks are secret information. Then if you're using the advanced side, advanced version, you're going to use this side of this board. There's another side that has different in-game stuff and bonuses. And you're going to have 4 or 2 of these gold statues per player, the scoring token here, and each player is going to put their pillars on a circle on each of these 8 spaces, all right? And a disc on 0 and a disc on the actual scoring of 0. There'll be 8 monuments, and there will be 6 monuments and 8 monument bonuses that we can take if we build monuments, all right? Now, how the game works is on your turn, which this player's first, you're going to do one of 4 things. You're either going to spin this wheel, making the cubes cheaper, or the building blocks cheaper, and fill up this section of the wheel to 11. So you add everything up, whatever's needed, you put there and add it to 11. Or if you don't want to make blocks cheaper, but you want to spin this wheel, you can spin this wheel, and then you can buy cubes or blocks from any one section. Same with this. If I would spin this section here, fill it up, I could buy blocks from here or here, not multiple, just one section. All right, so that's action number 1. Action number 2, you can spend building blocks to build buildings. Buildings have costs up in the corner here. So this one would cost 2. Takes 2 bricks. Now, the bricks that you build with are going to determine where a building can go. If I build this with purple, the only place that I could put a building built with purple bricks is here. If I build it with white, I could put it here, anywhere I wanted to because I used white. All right, so there are some restrictions of where buildings can go. Most of the time you can put them, if you pay correctly, you can put them wherever you want, but you just got to be careful that, if I paid with 2 purples, I couldn't put that here because this one can't use blue or purple. All right, so just keep that in mind. Third thing you can do is you can score, and scoring is one of the ways that the game can end, and a big way to get money and other ways, and money and points mostly. So when you score, you're going to take one of your discs. So this player's blue. I got to remember that. I won't remember that, but you're going to take one of your discs your scoring tokens, and then you're going to immediately get the bonus. So if I took that one, I'm immediately going to get this statue, which I'll explain statues in a little bit. And then I'm going to score. I have a couple options for scoring. I have city scoring up here, which means I can score all the buildings in a certain city as long as I meet the prerequisite. So the 3 highest need two buildings in there. The 3 lowest need 3. Then I would put that there, and I would score all the buildings value times the multiplier on my board. Pretty easy. Then on my board, there are different building types. So if I had this porta here, I could score portas, which is right there. And I would take the number of cubes times the city that it's in, and I would get that much money. I would get that much bonus, either points or money, for all my portas. This one over here, I could score all my orange buildings. It's just the value of the bricks all across my whole tableau and get that much money. Or I could score all my green buildings, number of bricks across my whole tableau, get that many points. Or then I can score statues. Now, what statues are, this is an advanced part. Statues are going to go into cities, right? Couple restrictions. A statue has to go into a city that accepts that color marble. So this takes yellow, so this could go anywhere but here when I take it. I put that there. Then when I do a statue scoring, it'll score purple and white, yellow or blue, and red and green. These 3, depending on where I put it. That means if I had this here and this here for the statue, for example, and I fired off this, which one is that? This scoring, which would do these 2, I would get to activate all the buildings that have statues in this column and this column. So just like I did a city scoring, same thing here. Statues are also going to be worth points. At the end of the game, whoever has the most statues in each city going to score some points. All right, so that's kind of how cities work. Other thing that we can get is decorations. So the other, one more scoring before we get to that. You can also at any time lift up your screen. If you have 36 money behind your screen, you can put your scoring token there, and then all your money will be worth 3-1 for points instead of 5-1. If you have 50, 2-1, which is pretty nice. Otherwise, it's 5-1. Then we also have, and now how do you get statues and or decorations, which I haven't talked about. Now, you see on all these tiles, there's a little decoration section here. When you clear out a section, so say, I don't know, let's just keep it like this. So say this section had these cubes in there, all right? And I bought those cubes for $3. So I buy those cubes. Then I'm going to have a choice of either taking a purple statue or that decoration. If I take the decoration, I just take it and I put it on my building. And what that does is it's going to increase my block value by 1. So this is now a value 3 building instead of a value 2. And at the end of the game, you're going to score points for however many of the same type of decoration you have. So if you're starting with these, you want to try to get a bunch more because you can get pretty decent pile of points for that. All right, so that's that. And the game's going to end when one person has scored all of their scoring tokens and the draw deck of tiles is empty. All right, and that's it. And at any time, as a free action, you can pay 10 coins to get a statue of any color or a decoration. Now, there are some different rules there. Usually when you take a statue, if you can't put it anywhere, you can put it in your storage. You have places for 2 storage of decoration or statues. But if you buy one, you have to be able to place it on the appropriate color building. So if there's a white here without a statue and I bought a white, it has to go on a white. And if I buy a decoration, I have to be able to place it on a building. Normally, you don't have to follow those rules, but that's different. All right. We'll talk about monuments possibly when we get to it. So this player's first. What they're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel because that's like one of the most important actions. So we'll spin the wheel. We're going to get 5 building blocks here because we have a total of 11 on the wheel. And then I have to buy at least 1 block from one of these sections. All right, and I think I'll buy this one. So this purple one's free because you can see as it spins, stuff's going to get cheaper or free. Purple's not on this anymore, so it's free. I'll buy this one. That's 1, 3, 6, 10. Ooh. Yeah, what the heck? I'm just going to go all in. I'm going to spend 15. Not smart, but I want to have some blocks. So I'm going to spend 15. And now I have emptied this section, and I think I'm going to take... I'll take a cup. I'm going to take a cup decoration and I'm going to put it in my decorations. And that's my turn. Again, that was probably not a smart action, but I did it anyway. All right. Now it's the other player's turn, and they are going to... They're just going to go ahead and build. So they're going to take their purple and blue, and they're going to build this villa. Cost 2, but because they spent purple, it can only go right there. So they now have a villa in their purple section. All right, back to me. I probably need to build to get some stuff going here. So, and then when you build, you can refill. These buildings don't have to be in numerical order. It's just easier to figure out what's going on. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and build a big dog too. So I'm going to spend 5. I'm going to spend the 5 weakest cubes. 3 purples, a blue, and a green. I'm going to build this cathedral here. Again, they're in German, I think, or French. I'm not sure. They're in a different language. It's a Cathedrale. I'm going to put it there because I spent purple cubes. And I flip a new one, and we have another level 2. All right. And back to this player. They're going to get some cubes because they've used up all their building blocks. There's 6, so we need 5 more. And I think what they're going to do is they're just going to build from this section, and they're going to buy these 3. That is 4. $4. All right, back to me. I don't have a lot of money, but man, let's spin it. So I'm going to spin. There's 5, 7, so I need 4 building blocks. I keep calling them cubes because they're kind of cubes, but not really. And then I'm going to buy these 2 here. So that's 3 money. Blue is free. It's 1 money, actually. So let's go ahead and take this one too. That's 3 money. Whoops. Good job. And then I am done. All right, back to that player. They're going to rotate as well. There's 4, 6, 8, so I need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Got a whole lot out. All right, and they're going to go ahead and buy those 2 white over there because white's the best block, and it's now 3 apiece, so that will cost them 6. They cleared that off, which would give them a shield, which would be perfect because they need a shield. Put that on the villa, and they feel good about that. All right, back to me. I'd like to get another cathedral if I can. Is there another one? There's not, so that's not good. So let's go ahead and let's do a palace maybe. So I'm going to build this palace, and I'm going to put this palace see if I can put it right there. Red. Nope, I cannot. So let's put it, I got to put it here. So I need a blue, a green, and I'm going to use 2 reds. 4 bricks, and I built a palace. That player's turn, they're going to spin the wheel again. So 4, 6, 9, 2. All right, a lot of red and blue. And what they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and just buy these 2 reds. That costs $2. That'll give them 8 left. And they will get a crown or a white statue. I think they're going to take a white statue, and they're going to put the white statue right there. Because you can see that one can take any of the color of marble. So it can have a white statue right there. All right. Back to me. I only have $2. So this is probably not good. Probably not good. So I should have filled out a new building. Might as well just keep building here. So let's do this one. I'm going to build this palazzo. It's going to take a yellow and a white because I use the yellow. It has to go in yellow. Done. And then it's the other player's turn. They're going to build, I think. What do they want to build? They're going to build... They can build in red, a good red one. So let's do... They're going to build a bibliothèque. So they're going to build this bibliothèque in red. They're going to spend 2 reds and 2 whites to get that in there. It'll be worth 8 points, which is not bad when they activate it. Then it's back to me. And I am going to do a scoring because I'm desperate for some money. So I'm going to take a scoring and this. Now I'll explain what this means in a minute. And I am going to get a $5 bonus, a reward because I took that. So now I have 7. And now I'm going to score this down here. I'm going to score coin for all of my orange buildings. So I'm going to add up the blocks and see where we are. I'll put this on there too, but this doesn't count for this purpose. So we have 9, 11. I get 11 coins. Now I can no longer score that scoring action. So I've kind of made my bed right now. That's where we are for that, and I'm done. Now, because I took this, that's going to activate everybody else's immediacy to score. And what that means is, if yellow player wants to score, they can have to use this token that's in this column to score in order to get the reward. If they don't want to take a scoring action, they can put this here, giving up the reward, but then they'll be able to use it for scoring later. So they have a choice. And I think they don't want to score right now, so they're just going to do that, and they're going to take a regular turn. And they're going to continue building up their purple section. They're going to buy this building for 2 purple. And, ooh, I want that. All right, so comes back to me. This goes back up, and now I get to take a turn. And I'm going to, I really want that, but I'm going to spin, get some more cubes. So there's 4, 7, 9, 11. All right, so these are free because they're not on the price. 1, this is free. So I can take all these for 1. Yes, I will. And I will get purple. I'm going to take a purple statue, and I'm going to put the purple statue right there. All right, done. Back to that player. They don't have enough cubes or building blocks, so they're going to spin as well. Get some more building material. So 4, 5, 7. We need 4. Okay, and then they're going to do similar. They're going to buy all of these for 1. And they can take a flag or a blue. I think they're going to take a blue statue. And they'll put that right there. All right. I don't think they need a flag. They do not need a flag. All right, back to me. I want to build another building. So let's see. Nope, I'm not going to build yet. I'm going to get some more stuff. 2, 4, 8, and 3. All right, and then, man, there's some expensive stuff. That's 1, but I hate getting just 2 every time. It's annoying. I'll just buy these. So this will be 4, 7 for all these because purples are free. And done, and I can get a shield or a yellow. I don't need a shield. I could take a yellow though. Let's take a yellow statue. Done. All right. That player's turn. They're going to get some more cubes. They will spin. So there's 7. We need 4 more. Okay. And what do they want? They want a book. Where's the book? Book is right there. So they're going to buy these for free, which will give them a book decoration. And they're going to put said book decoration on their bibliothèque. All right. Back to me. I think I'm going to actually do some building as well. And let's do, can I get another yellow? I think I can. So I'm going to spend a yellow. I'm going to build in yellow. One other rule that I didn't discuss when building is you can spend 2 of the color cube beneath. So red is beneath yellow to make it that color. So I'm going to spend 2 yellows. So 2 reds becoming a yellow. And I'm going to build this cathedral in yellow here. All right, done. And that was my turn. And I'll show you why I did that in a little bit. Back to this player. Ooh. They're going to build as well. So they're going to build in blue here. And they're going to build this villa. They're going to go hard in villas. They're going to go right there. Has to go in blue because they spent blue building blocks. Done. Back to me. And I think now I want to get some decorations. So where's the crown? Crown does not, it's right there, I think. What is that? Is that the crown? That is the crown. So I'm going to spin this. There's 4, 7, 9. I need 2. And I'm going to buy all of these, which will be 9. That's going to give me all my money, which is, risky. But now I'm going to get a crown for my palace. Palazzo, palace. I'm going to call it a palace. And then that's my turn. Back to this player. They need to get some cubes. They're going to get some real cheap white cubes. So 4, 6, 8, 11. They're going to take these. That cost them 1, which is pretty nice. And it will give them a cup. Do they want a cup? They do not want a cup, so they'll take a red statue instead. All right, now it's back to me, and I'm going to score. And I'm going to use this scoring marker. And what this bonus gives me is any decoration of my choice, and I'm going to take a cup. I'm going to go right here. All right, now I'm going to score Pisa. In order to do that, I need to have 2 buildings in Pisa, which I've done. And then I'm going to score it. So I'm going to get 2 plus 1, which is 6, times 3. I'm going to get 18 coins. I want to get that decoration there so I can make the multiplier a little bit more worth it. All right. So now no one else can score yellow. I've scored yellow. It's off limits now. Now this player, I think they need to score or they're going to fall behind. So they're going to score as well. And they'll take another shield as their bonus. Put it on their villa. And then they will score. Man, I don't really want to do any of this stuff. They'll just go ahead and do their villa scoring, which is right there. And they will get 2 plus 1, so they get 3 coins. It's going to score all the villas times wherever they are in their bonus. And then 4 or 5 plus 1 times 1, they'll get 5 points. So they're now on the board with 5 points. All right, and that is their turn. Back to me. I want to talk to you about a monument, so let's go ahead and do that so you can see how that works. I'm going to upgrade this to the monument here. As you can see, the monuments cost 8. There's 2 ways you can build a monument. You can just build it for the 8 brick, following normal building rules, or you can upgrade, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to upgrade this cathedral with this cathedral. Keep the other tile, it just basically is out of the game. I'm going to spend these 2 purples and this blue, because I'm putting it in the purple column, so no need to really overpay. Then statues and decorations that are on it remain, and now I get a bonus. I can pick one of these bonuses to help out later, and I think I'm going to take, I don't really want that one. Let's take this blue one. I'm going to cover up that times 1, and now it's a times 2, so it makes it even better. All right, and that would have gone away. Then it's back to them. They'll take 1 more turn, and then I'll tell you what happens at the game end. And I think they're going to go ahead and build in red. They're going to spend the red and the white cube, and they'll build that castle, and we'll flip a new tile. All right, and that's how the game's going to keep going until the draw pile is done and one of these players has all their scoring markers out. Then you're going to score. Pretty basic scoring here. Whoever ends the game, meaning uses their last scoring, gets 5 points. Then we're going to look at money. If no one's gone here as a scoring, it's every 5 money is worth a point. Then we'll look at decorations. So I have 2 cups. So 2 cups would be worth 6. Again, the more you get, the more points you get. Then you look at statues. You'll go through all the colors. So purple, they have the most statues over there, so they would get 7. I'm in second, I would get 3. If there's a tie for first, everybody gets the second place amount of points. Then you look at blue, keep going and going and going, and then score all that. Then whoever has the most points after all that has been completed is the winner. And up here, if you go past 100, you just slide your disc over here. If you go past 200, slide your disc over there, which makes it really nice. So that is how you play Palaces of Carrara. Let's go up to the top, see what you think about it.
What do you think, son? What do you think?
All right, well, that was the Palaces of Carrara. So you saw most of the components on the table, but I wanted to highlight a few of them here because I really like them. And first are these statues. I love these statues. They're really nice. They're just cool wooden bits, but they're in different colors. Again, I don't know how colorblind friendly these are, so keep that in mind if you're looking for colorblind friendliness in pieces. Again, if someone can say, hey, that's purple or that's blue, it doesn't matter too much except an initial placement and some of that. The player bits are really cool little pillars. You saw those a little bit, but kind of look like thread spools really, but they're little pillars, which are cool in 4 different colors. Golden statues, which I didn't really talk about these, but these are the reward on the scoring track. These are just basically wild statues, so they can go anywhere you want them to. It's got a rondelle, this fat scoring marker, which is like a little column, which is cool. Tons of buildings, really nice cardboard. Bricks, nothing real good there. Cardboard coins, it'd be cool to see some like metal coins, which there may be, I don't know. I don't do deluxe stuff, we've gone over that. And double rondelles, you saw that in action on the game. I didn't just spin the little one, but 2 rondelles. Rondelles are always cool. I love the art. The production's really nice. Here's the player shield, which I didn't show you, so I'll show you that real quick too. If you've seen Game Brewer's game Paris, this one will feel kind of similar to that. Just that one has a base and this one doesn't, but you're just going to put it together like this. And then you can hide your money and your bricks behind it. And that's all it's used for. So it has player colors, are really nice. They're really similar to the Paris ones, actually. I don't know if they are the same ones, but they're really similar. So yeah, production is top notch. Rule book is fantastic. It tells you how to play using like the standard version, which screw that mess. That would be a really boring version of this game, in my opinion. But it'll still show you what all the actions do and everything, and all the differences are in the advanced version, which is like 3 pages of the rule book. Changes the setup a little bit, gives you some extra scoring, and makes the rondelles way more cool. And then scoring's on the back if you're using the advanced version, which is really cool. Rulebook's laid out really nicely, no issues there. Pictures, shows you pictures and examples. Good rulebook. Regular like rulebook size, which I know other people care about. It doesn't bother me that much, but it's a nice size. Components are fantastic. Now this is a game I saw Rado, I think, play the original one. Again, it's been a long time, so I don't even know. I can't even tell you how different they are because it was a long time since I watched it. But when I watched that video, I knew it's a game I wanted to play. And, I've played Paris and Gugong from Game Brewer. They have really nice production in games, with one exception that I'll get to in a second. And so I had to try this one. And I'm glad I did, because this gameplay is fantastic. At its heart, it's a simple game. You're doing one of 4 things. Turning the wheel, getting some bricks, or turning the statue and buying some bricks. Passing to get 2 coins, which don't do that, it's a waste of time. Scoring, which is important, but you want to do it at the appropriate time, or you're going to build buildings. That's it. But from those 4 actions spawn a whole bunch of different details. Where you want to build that building, what building do you want to build, when do you want to score, when you score, which pillar are you going to take to get that reward, then when you take that pillar, where are you going to put it. So many decisions, so much stuff to think about in such a simple, really fairly simple, I don't want to say straightforward, but fairly simple, easy to understand, easy to learn game. Now, let's talk about the one misstep that I have with this game. Came with a black bag. Notice you didn't see that bag in the overview because the bag had a big hole in the bottom. I put all the bricks in and they instantly fell out. So with that one component issue, that's going to knock it down a little bit on score, just because if you're going to get a nice looking game, a brand new reprint, great art, great components, you need to put a bag. If it needs to use a bag, it needs to be a bag that's good quality. And this is not the first time that I've gotten some stuff from Game Brewer that's had some problems. My Paris box came, box was all broken. Again, it's not necessarily their fault because it was shipped and all that stuff, but 2 out of the 3 games I have from them have had some issues, and I don't love that. But if you can put that aside, I just take my box up. I don't really care about boxes, but the bag thing is a bigger deal. So I didn't have that cup that I used in the review, or take a bag from another game, I wouldn't have anywhere to put these things to draw them out randomly, and that's a problem. But all that being said, this game is great. I love it. It's definitely, I don't know if I like it as much as Paris, which is also Kramer and Kiesling, if I'm comparing Game Brewer game to Game Brewer game. But it's definitely a fine game. It's super fun. I played it at 2, which is pretty quick. Basically, it's the same gameplay. You just take out some buildings, and it's a ton of fun. A lot of thinky puzzle. The scoring is mind melding a little bit because you don't know what you're trying to do there. The first scoring, there's so many of them, but once you nail it, it's a great game. So I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10 on BGG, which is a BGM accepted seal. which will make this a 3.75 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy, and that's what we're going to do. So, had this had a good bag, would have gotten an 8, but I'm bumping it a little bit for that misstep there. So that is Palaces of Carrara from Game Brewer. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.